Hey guys, this is Global Warriors Goa, and I'm going to be bringing you not kind of like a story for what I'm going to do on Mondays, but it's more like a random fact type of thing that it's kind of a long fact in a way, like multiple facts of this. Well, there's a guy named Robert McGee, and he is a pretty interesting man. This is based back in the Western times when you had the cowboys and Indians and everything like that. Well, he actually was going through, his family was going through a rough time, and when he was 13, he was abandoned. You know, that kind of sucks. I would hate to be in his situation. But he actually found a people that would actually take him to Kansas and search to make some of his life. Now, while he was over there, his wagon got attacked by Brulsaki Indians. It's a really funny name. I might say it once or twice wrong in this video, but that's all. But so what happened was they pretty much massacred this wagon, and the last person there was Robert McGee, and their chief named Little Turtle was pretty sick, and he actually tortured him for fun. Some of the stuff he did was he actually shot him with a rifle. He put 2 arrows in his back, then scalped him. And then after that, he got stabbed with a couple of sharp knives by some of his Indian followers. I don't know, part of his tribe mates, I don't know. But now, that was pretty sad, but to add on to that, he was conscious in time and was fully aware of what was happening. The craziest out of all that was he actually survived to live until he was 36. Which is a pretty long time. I don't think I would even live through the 2 arrows after they shot me with a gun, honestly. I don't think that. Well, he actually lived till he was 36, so if you do the math, you'll find out when he was born. But I totally feel for this guy. I would hate to be in this situation at this time. After looking that up, I was kind of curious about the Brulsaki Indians, like, what was their tribe doing? So I actually looked them up, and I found out that they're actually a sub-tribe of another tribe called the Dakota tribe. Lots of tribes in one sentence, I know. Pretty crazy. Well, it turns out that they are mentioned by Lewis and Clark on one of their expeditions, which is pretty cool. They described them as Western Indians of the Burnt Woods, which is pretty cool. Turns out that they had a population of 300 men. What I thought was really weird is they didn't have a population for the women. So either they didn't know and didn't say, or there weren't any women in that sub-tribe, which I found hard to believe. Now, another thing that it's also said was that they were in the eastern part of Missouri, which is pretty cool. Their longest and best chief that they had was the Makazaza, who was friendly to whites. So he was the nice one of their nice chiefs that they had, and actually described as their best chief of that sub-tribe. Now, worse, he actually regulated the hunts and helped his people not starve, so people wouldn't be too greedy with their food, which I found was extremely helpful, especially back in that time. Having a stable government, especially for an Indian tribe, would help a lot. Now, what was bad is they actually had lots of bad people, kind of like Little Turtle, the chief that hurt Robert McGee. And it turns out that they were bad at management and didn't actually help their tribe that much. One thing I noticed was that their tribe was extremely mobile, just for the main fact that the website said that it had many, many horses. So, which means that horses were the Lamborghinis at the time, so, you know, they were driving some fancy horses. But their main food supply was buffalo, and buffalo has lots of meat, and pretty good meat. So honestly, I think they're pretty fine. Honestly, I don't think they would starve at any means, especially with buffalo. They made war expeditions against another tribe called the Arikara. Now, knowing that they only have a population of 300 men, I don't know how they led such a great expedition against them, but who knows. They made lots of quests for horses, and one thing that actually helped cause their sub-tribe to burn out was that they met immigrants of whites when they went to wagons and stuff. Now I'm not sure what they did with the wagons. Like we heard the story with Little Turtle, but you know, maybe with the Makazaza guy, maybe they didn't do that. But because of that, they got diseases, and many of them died. And because of that, their tribe was pretty long-lived. But once it hit 1890, again, the same year that Robert McGee died, many of them, the sub-tribes started dying off. Which, I guess that's its karma? I don't know. But you guys can decide below. Now, the links to those websites I got the information will be in the description. So you guys will be able to find those easy if you guys want to read the article. But who reads articles these days? Unless you're doing a school paper. Alright? Well, I thought this was a pretty interesting story. And I hope you guys enjoy. And just to tell you guys, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, because I thought this is a pretty good video. I'm just gonna finish out this video telling you, have fun. That's right.